Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video surrounding weight loss, and it's basically weight loss tips, tricks, advice, and solution and motivation. So if you see me looking down, I kind of made a little mini note to myself, and I kind of want to have to go by it a little bit because I find that if I don't, this video might just be all over the place, and I just wanted to make sure I fit enough things in there for you guys to kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from, and so the video can be actually effective and helpful to you guys. So a little background story on me. I am a mom of 3. In my pregnancies I gained a lot of weight. With my first child I gained 100 pounds. With my second child I gained 85, and with my third I gained 75 pounds. So with combined it's like, I believe it's like 260 pounds of pregnancy weight altogether. I don't know why I grouped it all together, but I mean, you can get the hint. It's a lot of weight. And so I have had my fair share of experience in just trying to lose the weight, and I have. Obviously I gained it back because I got pregnant again, but anyways, so I guess that's where I'm coming from. Even after losing all the weight after having 3 kids, and I'm a woman in general, and women who are not built slender, they don't have a slender stature, they tend to, you know what I mean, they can put on weight easily. I feel like I'm that kind of woman if I'm not paying attention to what I eat. So that explains a little bit of why I felt like I could give a little bit of advice about what I have done and what works. So to start things off, well, in my first pregnancy, having a C-section, it didn't help. You don't lose the weight right away. You lose. My child weighed like 10 pounds, so a portion of that weight went, like, I don't know, I felt like I came home weighing maybe 10 to 20 pounds lighter than when I went in, so I would have still had 80 pounds to lose. I lost 40 naturally after giving birth, like within a couple of months, but then the remainder 50 just sat there. I weighed 150 before pregnancy and I went up to 250. So, and at some point at the 18-month mark, yes, pause for the cause. At the 18th month, I finally decided to get a gym membership. Why did I wait so long? I have no flipping clue. I don't know. But after my child turned 18 months, I signed up and went to the gym, and I started exercising. And I didn't change my eating habits, but I was losing weight, and I noticed my body changing. Mind you, I still went home and ate whatever I wanted. I would buy McDonald's and whatever, but I would work out, and I saw that it was starting to work, so I started boosting my workout. I would start to work out for 2 hours a day. I was doing treadmill, I was doing the elliptical, and I would take part in aerobics classes. So I was doing that, and that really worked. And in my second pregnancy, I kind of knew what to do, so I kind of did the same things. I didn't change much of my eating habits. Third pregnancy, the same thing. And then after I had all my kids now, that's when the real life scenario came into place. Like, I knew I wasn't going to have any more, and I had lost my goal weight. But then, as time goes by, you fall into a trap. You start eating a little bit more, and then you end up putting on weight again, and which is what happened to me. I'm a student, so I study late at night after I homeschool my kids throughout the day. So studying late at night does not help because you feel like eating and snacking, especially when you're going to write those term papers. So that didn't help, and I gained quite a bit. And I'm just going to jump into the kind of things that I have used to help me. Now, as I'm a little bit wiser, I'm 30 years old, a little bit wiser, I have altered, I know how to eat a little bit better. I have never been on like a strict diet, except when I went on, even when I went on Weight Watchers, actually. I was on Weight Watchers for like a month, and I wasn't on a diet. I just ate within the points. So I don't know what it's like to like completely starve myself. Not starve myself, but you know what I mean, like eat like a strict diet. I think I've only done that once for like the David fast at church, and that was hard. So in my day-to-day life, I do my best to eat as healthy as possible, but at the same time, I don't deprive myself. If I feel like I want to try a piece of chocolate, I will try that chocolate. Not that big of a deal to me. But there are things that I've done to kind of stay somewhat active and try to maintain my weight. And if I find that I creep up a bit, I try to just, you know, get back into the zone and working out. So let's see. My current strategy for losing weight has been, because it was summer, I was able to go for a daily walk. So I was going for walks outside on a trail, and I gained a little bit over the winter, and that weight was just like melting off of me. But then now that it's fall, the weather has been kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, not inviting weather for outside. Why can't I speak? So then I have reverted to using my all-time favorites, which I always do. These helped me as well when I was going to the gym in my pregnancies. I'd work out at home. So the first one is this Zumba Cd. This is for the Wii. Yep. The next one is my Walk Away the Pounds by Leslie Sanson. Now some of you might go, what the heck? Yeah, it's a walking DVD in my own home. Yep. And yes, there are old people walking in it, but I don't care. I'm just walking, and I realize that my body doesn't necessarily need me to be doing 50 million jumping squats. Not that I'm unable to do it, I can, but sometimes I don't want to, and this is perfectly fine for me. So I actually have I'm only showing you two because I actually have quite a few workout DVDs for home. So if you guys want to see more of my DVD collection to kind of help you make a decision or to learn more about the DVDs that are available for workout at home, feel free to comment down below, and I'll do probably an entire video on them because I have a few, quite a bit. So I have two of those by Leslie Sanson. She's amazing. And then I have the Firm. This one was like a cheap one. These are actually all pretty cheap. They're not expensive at all. This is from Walmart, and this is one of my favorites. This is a dancing one, and I actually really like the dance moves for that. You're gonna laugh at this one. This is Richard Simmons. Now, I've never been like a complete fan of Richard Simmons. Did I say, yeah, Simmons. Okay, that's right. I've never been a complete fan of him. I don't know, but I don't mind this DVD. It's fun, it's playful, and yeah, he can be a little bit annoying sometimes, but I just like the moves, and I just like that he's silly, so it makes it go by as fast because you're always distracted by something in the video. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're working out. So those are a sample of my DVDs that I use at home to help keep me active. So, like I said, tips for losing weight: always do your best to be active. You know, when I was walking on the path, it wasn't as like fast paced or any of that, but it worked. Like, I literally just went out for a walk, and I made sure I was walking for about an hour every time. And sometimes I would boost my walks by doing squats, like 3 sets of squats. I'd create little pit stops where I would stop and do like a little squat or lunges. So that helped boost my workout, and that was it. The weight was like melting off. So that's a quick tip right there. Sometimes you don't always have to do what works for everyone else. It's not all about high intensity all the time. Sometimes your body can react to the simplest movements, right? You know, right now you may be sedentary and you're not doing any kind of workout, and maybe just getting up and doing something simple can be effective. You can get up and just go for a simple walk, even if it's for half an hour, or even if it's like doing Just Dance in your living room with your kids or your family. My hubby and I, we do that all the time, and it's fun, and meanwhile we're actually just we're burning some calories. Or you can use simple DVDs in your home, and like I said, they're fun. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to just get up and do it because maybe you're on YouTube, or maybe you don't, you're in the zone with something else. But I have to like kick myself and say, no, I need to do this, and I'm not just doing it to look the part for anyone else. I'm doing it to help my health. It's really about health too, not just about the shape of your body, but you just want to be healthy, and being active for at least half an hour to 45 minutes a day, especially for grown adults, is healthy. And you may not be able to do it every day, but I was just stating that do it as often as you can. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Do it gradually. Take it a little step at a time. The first couple of times when, after having my kids and trying to lose my pregnancy weight, I put so much pressure on myself. Luckily, I was pretty motivated, but at the same time, I wasn't doing it for the right reasons. I felt like I was doing it for everyone else. I was more concerned about what everyone thought. Oh my gosh, she didn't lose her pregnancy weight, or some nonsense. But to be honest, like, now I'm at that state where I don't really care what anyone else thinks. It's really about me. To me, my body type right now, some people will still look at me and think I'm fat, and that's okay. That's their opinion. I'm okay with where I'm at, and I'm always trying to improve, and I don't compare myself or my body to anybody else's. There might be some natural comparison that you'll look and go, oh, she's cute or she's pretty, but one thing I don't do is I don't follow celebrities or follow people like that. Like, I don't really worship any celebrities. There aren't any that I really go, oh my God, they're my favorite. You know, like, oh my gosh, or she's got a killer bod. Like, I'm not like that. So I think that took a lot of pressure off of me, is that I don't put anyone on a pedestal. Their name could be Beyonce. They could have millions of dollars, and it doesn't really matter to me. So that is an important thing to keep in mind as a woman, because we have so many pressures in society, so many comparisons going on around us all the time, and it just makes us feel forced to have to do whatever to fit in, and I don't put that pressure on myself. So do it for yourself, and which is what I'm doing now. I'm being fit, and I'm doing it for myself and for my family, because I want to be around for my kids and and my grandchildren and all that stuff. I look so far ahead, and yeah, it's not about trying to fit into society. If you know you eat too much junk, cut out one of those junk out of your daily meal or whatever. You know, if you know you're eating too much fast food, perhaps cut back and not eat as much. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you to not eat it, but you just have to put certain limits on yourself. If you don't eat vegetables or fruits, create a substitute. Have an apple instead of that chocolate bar you're going to have. Honestly, small things like that does make a big difference. That's what I do. I don't put any restrictions on myself. I don't say I'm not going to eat anything. I never say that. I just try my best to make good choices. And the more you make these good choices, the easier it becomes. And you start making them, and it's not a chore. I remember back in the days, it was like so difficult to try to eat healthy when my kids get to be kids and they get to eat what they want. But now they can eat the stuff in front of me. It's Pizza Friday in our house every day, and I haven't had pizza. Well, I'm not going to say I haven't had it, but there were points where it was going on for months when I didn't eat any pizza, because I'm also lactose intolerant. And then I was just like, I didn't feel for it. I would have a salad. They would have fast food, so I would just buy a fast food salad from Subway, or I'd make my own. Just simple stuff like that. Being consistent is important. You may not have a full schedule saying I'm going to work out here, 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 but being consistent is really helpful. And my mother-in-law actually introduced me to an app, and I can't remember the name of it now. And I've used it in the past, and you kind of just put in what you've eaten, and it just helps you keep track, and it helps you see what you're doing and just what you can change. And when you factor in your workout, it gives you more points that you can eat. Like, that stuff is so cool. So there are lots of resources around that can help you keep track and be more consistent. And like I said, if you're succeeding and you're seeing small steps, you'll feel that much happier about yourself, and you'll want to continue. That's how you can be more consistent. It's just by making small, tiny steps. Sometimes when you just really like, oh, I'm just going to change everything. I've seen those shows on TV where they just go in and clean out your entire fridge, and you have to start over. And sometimes, it's sure it can work if you've got the willpower, but sometimes it can be a shock to certain people, and it's just like, what the heck? And you become miserable because you don't want to just jump directly into something full force, and you know what I mean? There's no familiarity with what you're doing. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to put like major pressure on yourself, but be consistent and start gradually. Staying motivated for me is by using sometimes I use little motivation sayings, or sometimes I'll put, even on my phone, I have it installed on my phone, and it alerts me to do my squats throughout the day. and I have it set in there to do squats like twice a day. And yeah, like that kind of stuff keeps you motivated. Pinterest keeps you motivated. They have plenty of weight loss solutions, tips, tricks, advice. That's staying motivated. So looking at other, looking for advice, I guess, or tips and tricks. Mix it up. You don't have to do the same thing every day like I do. That's the whole point of why I have so many workout DVDs, is that it helps to keep you motivated, because things are different and you're mixing it up, but you're not quitting and you're not saying, oh gee, this is boring. Find a solution to your problem. If you think this is boring, then do something about it and switch it up. If you think this is too long, then okay, perhaps you can cut it short one day and alternate and make it longer the other day. There are lots of solutions, but do whatever you can within your power to stay motivated. This is like a hit or miss for me. It's called Find a Workout Buddy. And yes, I've worked out with buddies in the past. But let me tell you, like, sometimes your buddy just ain't on the same path as you are. I've gone to the gym with my buddies who have, and hear me, I feel like I'm a guy when I'm saying buddies, but I've gone to the gym with workout buddies in the past, and sometimes you feel like they're not doing the exact same thing that you want to do, or they may be, you know, they're not going at the pace you want to go at. So if you feel like you're not going to do anything at the gym unless you have a buddy, this will be a perfect solution for you. But if you are a motivated person and you're driven and you've got goals and you want to achieve them and you're going to achieve them, and then you have a buddy who's like slowing you down and you're not doing what you want to do there, that can be a hindrance. It's not good for everyone. Last and final thing is to be content with who you are. Be happy with who you are within your own body. Now, everyone's not built the same. Everyone does not look the same, and so why, you don't have to feel negative about yourself because of everyone else. They don't depict who you are and what your body type should be. No. So that's the first step. Be happy and content with who you are. Because when you're happy with yourself, then your goals for yourself, especially pertaining to weight loss, will be realistic. You don't want to set unrealistic goals. You don't want to be like, oh, like right now I weigh 200 pounds and it's October, it's the end of October. By December I want to lose 50. That's unrealistic. You want to be content with yourself, that you're not just forcing things. You are happy, but you know that you can get better, and you know that you can just work towards something. So you set goals for yourself and you work towards them, but when you're happy within yourself, your goals will be more realistic rather than far-fetched. People who are unhappy with themselves are often the people who end up having body issues or eating disorders. Or I just know that, when they're unhappy, they tend to be more irrational instead of think rationally and more, create some kind of a plan and a strategy. So I hope, I don't know, I try to kind of cover a series of topics. I hope I didn't rant too much, but I just wanted to I wanted to provide some helpful tips and advice, and also just tell you a little bit about me and my experience. Hopefully it can kind of help you guys stay motivated. My body isn't by far any means where I want it to be, but at the same time, my goals aren't that extreme. I'm just a mom who just wants to be healthy and fit, and I will be there when I get there, because life goes on. My life does not revolve around working out and being at the gym 24/7. I've got kids to raise and I've got a family, so I can only do what I can do. And most of all, I'm super, super happy with myself, regardless of what anyone else may say. So, and I want you guys to do the same. Learn to love yourself. You are special. You are amazing just the way you are, and why should you have to change for everyone else? If you want to change, you want to lose weight, do it for yourself and set realistic goals. If you want encouragement, seek it in the right places. Like I said, Pinterest have good apps, other places have good apps, or having positive people in your life who will encourage you and also tell you just who are helpful and not putting you down and creating and insulting you. That's not going to get you anywhere. So I hope this was helpful, guys, and I really appreciate you guys and all the love. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.